Restoring Community Voice to Planning. State Member Update by Nicole Werner MP. Across Manningham and Nillumbik, there has been growing concern among residents about the government's housing agenda, which threatens to transform the communities we love beyond recognition. I have heard from many residents who feel that the lack of consultation has been an affront to the voice of the very communities that will be impacted by these changes. In Park Orchards, that concern has a very specific face. The government's plan to designate Park Orchards as a neighbourhood activity centre would bring with it increased building height limits and density targets that are ill-fitting to the neighbourhood character. Park Orchards is not the inner city. It is a place of established streets, generous blocks, canopied trees, and families who chose this corner of Melbourne precisely because it offers something different. The government's plan would impose density expectations on a community that has never wanted them without genuine consultation. That is why I invited the Leader of the Opposition to visit Park Orchards and meet directly with local residents who are deeply concerned about what these changes could mean for their community. It was important that she hear firsthand from the people who live there, families, long-term residents, and community members who understand the unique character of Park Orchards and want a say in its future. Their message was clear. Planning decisions should be made with communities, not imposed on them. I want residents to know that I have been raising these concerns directly in the Victorian Parliament, and I am committed to fighting this agenda on your behalf at every opportunity available to me. After 11 years of a Labor government in Victoria, the evidence of what this approach produces is all around us. Infrastructure has not kept pace with population growth. Local councils with detailed, community-developed housing strategies have been bypassed in favour of one-size-fits-all density targets imposed from Spring Street. Communities that spent years working with their councils to develop structure plans reflecting genuine local knowledge and careful consultation have watched those plans effectively overridden. What makes this especially frustrating is that it is entirely unnecessary. Councils across Victoria, including those covering our region, already have structure plans and housing strategies in place. These plans were developed through extensive community consultation, informed by detailed knowledge of local infrastructure capacity, local character, and local need. Importantly, when you combine the housing growth targets contained across all 79 council area structure plans, the total actually exceeds Labor's own Neighbourhood Activity Centre program targets. The housing supply case for overriding councils simply does not hold up to scrutiny. Labor's approach is not about delivering the housing Victorians need. It is about applying a template regardless of what communities have already planned for themselves. A Liberal and Nationals government will do things differently. We will restore local planning control and return genuine decision-making to local communities. We will endorse and support existing council structure plans developed through community consultation, rather than replacing them with directives from above. We will support improved design standards that provide certainty for developers while ensuring that new development is not incongruent with neighbourhood character. And we will require genuine community consultation before any amendment to a local planning scheme so that residents have a real say, not a rubber stamp process after decisions have already been made. This is a principled difference, not a minor policy tweak. Melbourne's suburbs are defined by detached family homes, backyards, access to open space, proximity to good local schools, and a way of life that residents have actively chosen. The people of Park Orchards, Wonga Park, Warrenwood, Research, Donvale, and communities right across Manningham and Nillumbik did not choose suburban life by accident. They chose space, stability, and community. They deserve a government that respects that choice rather than treating it as an obstacle to a planning ideology. I am proud to stand with the residents of the Warrandyte electorate in opposing the government's approach. I am deeply committed to the alternative we are offering, a planning system that trusts communities, supports councils, and puts local voices back where they belong. If you share these concerns, I encourage you to reach out to my office. Every conversation, every piece of correspondence, and every voice added to this cause strengthens the case we are making in Parliament and beyond. About Nicole. Nicole Werner is the member for Warrandyte in the Victorian Legislative Assembly. She can be contacted via nicole.werner@parliament.vic.gov.au. The views expressed in this column are those of the writer and may not reflect the position of the editorial team.